This is the information session for the marine sciences topic. So I'm the topic coordinator, Jochen Kempf. And if you want to contact me, just drop an email. Here's my Flinders email contact. You can also meet me in person if you want to. But please make an appointment. You find me in room 312 in the Earth Sciences building. Always read my announcements on Canvas. That's probably one of the most important messages. Always check for announcements and read announcements. Also read this topic study guide. You can download this from Canvas, and here's the front page. This is how it looks like. Contains all the relevant information, important links, where you can download textbooks, how to get additional information and stuff. Please read this. Really, really important. All right? So here's the outline for this session. I introduce you to the topic aim, the teaching team, assessments, textbooks, lectures and practicals, general tips on how to succeed. And I also want to introduce you to my own research interests. So the topic aim is to teach you the basics of marine sciences, the oceanic circulation, how and where marine food webs are created, how to identify water masses in the ocean, currents, tides and waves, marine heat waves and tsunamis. You'll learn a lot to make you become passionate about your study. So whatever you study, you should try to find passion. So the teaching team, apart from me, there are topic demonstrators. Kian, Philippe, Michelle, Haley, and Sam. And you will meet them in computer labs or in physical pracs. And all their contacts are given in the topic study guide. And assessment. You probably already know that we have assessment grades, and they're based on percentages. The absolute top percentage that you can achieve is 100%. You get everything right, you get 100%. But if you get more than 85%, you already get a high distinction. And this is what you aim at. This is what you aim for. You want to have a high distinction. In order to pass the topic, you need to have a combined mark of at least 50%. You can fail individual assessment parts, but you need a combined total of more than 50% to pass. And it's not too hard to pass this topic because there is no examination, no final exam. Hooray! How cool is that? So in this topic, what we have is, you have 5 computer-based assignments worth altogether 40% of the total mark. You have 5 physical-based assignments worth altogether 40%, and you have 10 weekly multiple choice tests. That are worth altogether 20%. All right, and you have to do, in order to get a high distinction, you should not give away any of the marks. Submit all assignments, do all the quizzes. So for more details, I encourage you to actually have a look at the student assessment methods that are available from Canvas. That's the main textbook. This is the main textbook. Introduction to Ocean Sciences by Seeger. You can buy it. You can download PDF chapters or the entire book for personal use from this link, and the link is also given in the topic study guide. Okay, this textbook, you get it for free. Please note that the lectures do not strictly follow the textbook, okay? Because I'm giving you many local examples, regional examples, yeah, from around Australia. You know, there are many regional examples featured. Okay, and this is a Northern Hemisphere textbook, and you usually don't find much about the Southern Hemisphere oceans in these textbooks. Anyway, this textbook is really, really good, and you get it for free. Okay, so download it and read it. All right. So the lectures and tutorials of this topic will be presented as YouTube videos. Okay, so every week I release new videos and that you can watch at any time you want to, and they will be available throughout the semester. I will also give you handouts, you know, PDF handouts, you know. All right. But you have to watch the videos. Why do you need to watch the videos? Because you want to be able to answer the multiple choice quiz questions. And this is how it works. So every Friday I will post 4 questions about the lecture content. There will be 3 possible 3 answer options, and you have to select one. You have the entire weekend until Monday 5 p.m. to choose one final answer, but you only have one attempt. 4 questions, you have one attempt for each question, and if you get it correct, you get the full mark. If you get it incorrect, you get 0 marks. Okay, so you have to watch the lecture videos, and then you will be able to answer the questions. So the tutorials, that's something different. Tutorials also come as videos, and they are meant to give you additional information that you need for your pracs, you know, for your computer labs and your pracs. So I encourage you to watch the tutorial videos before your labs. Okay, that's some preparation. Okay. Feel free to ask questions about lectures or tutorials per email at any time during this semester. Alrighty, here's the list of lectures. You know, I'm not going into the details here, but you can see that the lectures are numbered, and the numbers are according to the week. So in week 1 you get 2 lectures, in week 2 you get 2 lectures, and so on. Not that you get confused about the numbering here. Okay? All right, practical sessions. Okay, you have computer labs and physical pracs, and they are on a fortnightly basis. Okay, each week you have something, but computer labs are in weeks 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The physical pracs are in weeks 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. The attendance at physical pracs is mandatory. You have to go because you collect data that you need for your analysis. It's important to come. Okay. All right. The first physical prac is at Tonsley. Don't miss it. Check the times. Check when you need to be there. Okay. And have a look in the topic study guide what to do if you can't attend. Have a look at there. Yeah. The other physical pracs are in the teaching lab in the Earth Sciences building. Okay. So the computer labs, well, attendance is not compulsory. You don't need to go if you don't want to. But you don't get any additional help outside these sessions. Okay, so I strongly advise that you attend the CML sessions, the computer labs. You know, if you send me an email and asking for help and telling me that you couldn't go to the computer lab, I will not give you any help. Okay, it's only provided in person in the lab. Indeed, you can contact other students. Okay, you can always contact other students and ask for help. Okay. All right, this is the name of the practical sessions or the themes of the practical sessions, but again, I'm not going into the details. So you will learn, you will see this on a weekly basis. You get instructions. So general tips on how to succeed. Okay. Indeed, most important is that you submit all assignments in time. Don't miss a multiple choice quiz. Don't miss to submit an assignment. And if you listen carefully and read carefully the instructions, they are not too hard. Often it's about presenting high quality graphs. Yeah? Learn how to present a graph to avoid that you get a reduction in your marks. All right, so general tips. Keep a notebook, a diary of new words, ideas, concepts. So whatever you hear, you hear a new word, write it down, and then study it in your free time. So, for example, if I say euphotic zone, and I explain euphotic zone to you, and you don't fully understand it, look it up. Okay, and you have a little notebook and you have a little dictionary in which you write any unusual words, any new words, and you should learn the terminology. Because if I explain what an euphotic zone is in lecture 2, I expect that you understand it if I mention it again in lecture 10. Okay, if I say euphotic zone, I want you to know what it is. Otherwise, it is almost impossible to learn or to progress in your knowledge of the oceans. Okay, so there is a build-up of knowledge starting from lecture 1 through to the last lecture. So study at home, revise, read, and read. So we expect that you actually learn in your free time. If you don't do that, you might be able to pass the topic in the end, but you have no real learning outcome. Okay, and you get so much useful knowledge delivered on a plate. Okay, so learn to search efficiently for information on the internet. That's a skill. Learn how to have effective breaks. Breaks are actually the most important parts. Do not study and study and study without a break. The revision is so important. And the break, have a walk, have a ride on your push bike. This is so important. Never give up. Okay. Never give up. You know. Meet up with other students. You know, you can contact other students, form working groups, have a chat. You know, it's very, very important. Don't cheat. It's another very important tip. Okay. Do not cheat. So a little bit about my research interests. I do different things, but my main interest is upwelling. Okay, I'm an expert in the field of upwelling. For example, I discovered the Great Southern Australian Coastal Upwelling System. Well, if you have never heard about that, it's actually the main reason why every year in summer months, early summer, you know, late spring, early summer, it's blue whales coming into the they come to visit the southern shelves of Australia to feed, for feeding purposes, because of this upwelling system. So what's upwelling? Well, upwelling is a physical mechanism that returns dissolved nutrients into the euphotic zone where it triggers phytoplankton blooms. What? Well, that's exactly what you're going to learn. What's the significance of dissolved nutrients? Where does that come from? What is it? What's the euphotic zone? Why? And what are phytoplankton blooms? What is the significance of that? And that's what you will learn. If you can't get enough, I wrote with the co-author Piers Chapman from Texas A&M University. I wrote a textbook on this upwelling. Upwelling systems of the world. And if you're interested in that, you can please contact me. So if you have any questions, always feel free to ask questions. All right? Never hesitate. Never accept if you don't understand certain things. Always ask. Always ask. It's very important. Questions are an important part of the learning process. So I wish you a happy study.